Guys, there's a couple things I want to go over. Obviously, make sure you look at the items on the right hand side of the board. Don't forget that you need at least 4 pages. You need some sort of embedded code. You need a contact page with a form. You need a PNG or a transparent image, which means it kind of floats with no background. JPEG, and you need an animated GIF. Okay. Okay. So, first thing I want to show you are links. If you're writing up on the board here, if you're writing and you want to do what's called a hyperlink, and that means you can click the text and it'll actually go to that website. It's really easy. All you do is you write some text and you highlight what you want to hyperlink. They call it a hyperlink because, it's like hyper and link. It's, it's an active link. So there's a little chain link right here. See it? You just click it and you have lots of options. You could link it to a website URL. You could go to a standard page. You could actually link it back to one of your pages on your website. You could go to a product page. You could go to a blog post. We're going to talk about those in a minute. You could link it to a phone, like if you had Google Voice or some other web version of phone, people could actually click that and with their computer call your phone number, which is kind of cool. You could add a file where it would download, or you could link it to email. But we're just going to do a standard URL. So I'm going to click it, and it shows you an example, google.com. I'm actually going to use that one. And what I would do, I wouldn't type it, because sometimes when you type stuff, you have errors. So what I would do is go to the site you're going to, like google.com. Actually, I said something about Amazon, so it should be Amazon. And the good thing about that, if you actually copy it straight from here, is that you're actually getting that https:// because you need all that. Copy it, and then you go back to Weebly. Oops. You go back to Weebly and you paste it in this box. And now watch what happens to your text. This is a visual, excuse me. Watch the board. Amazon just turned green, okay? And that lets you know that it is now linked. So when you go to publish and you follow the link to your website, which is right here, and now we've got Amazon. Now watch what happens when I click it. Boom, it takes you to Amazon. So it works, okay? So that's kind of cool, okay? The next thing I want to talk about is blogging. If you have a blog page, sometimes some of the templates that you grabbed have a blog page. And for some of you, you're cool with that because maybe you want to blog. And blogging is occasionally writing about something or adding pictures. And the good thing about blogs is that it will increase your SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. So if you want Google and Yahoo and search engines to actually see your website, if you occasionally change your website, they see that and you rank higher. So like when you type in a search into a search engine, Google goes out and grabs the top websites. If you're constantly changing your website, you're going to get that. You're going to rank higher. I'm on the first page of Google for my photo business. And one of the reasons why is I constantly blog about it, and Google says, hey, this person, whoever owns this website, they're constantly changing it, they're constantly adding it, people are visiting it, it must be valid, so they rank me higher in SEO, that's search engine optimization. So it's kind of cool. If you want people to find your site, blog about it. Now let me show you what this blog looks like, because it's messing people up a little bit. This is a blog page. It looks like this, and a lot of you have this as one of your pages, and if you don't want to blog, you're going to want to delete it. It looks a little different. It says you don't have any blog posts, and down here, this is totally different. It says new post. Okay? And what you do is you click it, you add your new post, like other things. You can add text, you can add pictures and all that stuff, and then you can hit post, and then it's live to the internet. Okay? I'm going to say post. And that's all. That's how you do it. It's real easy. Now, if you don't want it, because it's weird, you've got this stuff here that you can't. You can change a little bit. You can add RSS feeds. I'll talk about that in a second. You can add pictures, but it's very different. If you don't want that, what you got to do is go to Pages, go to that page where there's a blog, and delete it. You know, just click the little. This is a visual. You guys can't see it up there because it's way low. But if you click on the little, it looks like a piece of paper next to the page. You'll get some tools, and down here you can delete it. Okay. All right. Next thing I want to tell you about is your feed reader. Feed readers are kind of cool. It's one of the tools in the build section. It's down at the bottom, and if you add it, what it does is it pulls from a feed from somewhere else. So this one's actually CNN. So a lot of websites will have RSS feeds. So like your favorite sites will have them. Your big favorite sites. And if there's some new news going on that's about Pinterest or tech news or whatever your interests are, you can grab that news feed. You have to find the link for it, and then you add it to this. So this is CNN. If I click this, it says HTTP RSS, that's RSS feed.cnn. You need exactly the right link for it, but once you add it, it will constantly add new news to your site, which is kind of cool. So that's an RSS feed. You don't have to have that, but I just want to show it to you. The next thing I wanted to show you is Survey. This is useful. If you want it to get improvements on your site, you can go down here to Survey. It's in here somewhere. You go to Survey and add it, and then you can change your questions. How did you hear about this site? And they can go in there and vote, and they can say, oh, I learned about it off an internet search. What's your age? What's your income? You could say, what do you like about this site? What don't you like about this site? Etc. And basically, it's not going to be public, which is good because you wouldn't want other people seeing it. What will happen when they hit submit is it'll go to your email, and you'll be able to read the positives and negatives or just the answers to your questions that you put in your survey. So that's kind of cool. And what else? Oh, and there is, I've heard a couple people mention it, there is an app for this. If you go to the App Store, it's not here. This is different. This app thing is different. Can you guys see that, or is that just me? It might just be me because I pay for it. But if you go to the App Store on Apple or Android, Google Play or whatever, you can download the Weebly app, and you can do quite a bit to your site through the app, which is kind of cool. Not everything, but a lot. Yes? They tried to make you download the app? Oh, okay. Yeah. They didn't try to make you. They offered you the choice. So, all right, so I'm going to unlock you, and you can get busy with that. Don't forget the things on the board, and I am coming around today to check to see that you have headphones. I hope you do.